What's up, everybody? It's John here from the Return of the Fusa. Now, today, I'm going to make another backstory video. Now, for today's backstory video, I'm going to do my backstory on Toy Story. Now, you're probably wondering what made me want to do a backstory on Toy Story. Well, I'll explain. So you see, the other day at the Wednesday at the 13 is that when I was at the feeder school of the TAFE, when I was at school, when I was in a class, the technology class, my teacher, Anne, she actually puts on Toy Story DVD for me and my classmates to watch. So basically, we watched Toy Story in my class, of the DVD. And you're probably wondering, which movie was it? It was actually the first movie. That's right. She actually puts on the first movie. And basically, we watched that movie. And basically, thanks to my teacher, Anne, thanks to her, it made me feel in the mood to do this backstory. So why not I do it? I'm sure it'll be fun to listen to. So sit back and relax and hope you can enjoy my backstory on Toy Story. Now, before I start, just let you know, I got a schedule. This is going to be 10 schedule. So that way it'll be easier to me to talk about a certain thing of the Toy Story, talk about a certain thing one at a time. So without further ado, let's get started. All right. So first up is schedule 1 is this. Just to let you know, Toy Story, it's always been my childhood. Ever since the 2000s, it's always been my childhood. So, basically, during my childhood, when I was a little kid, back in the 2000s, so basically, I first watched the first 2 films on DVDs. In fact, I seen the first 2 films on the DVDs so many times during, for my childhood when I was a little kid, I used to put the first 2 films on of the DVDs, and I would always watch those movies over and over and over again, nonstop. I've seen them like many times. I watched them so many times. Like I watched Toy Story so many times, Toy Story 2 so many times. Like, oh my god, I've seen the first two films so many times on the DVDs. And I always watch them on the DVDs. Oh my god, this has been fun memories, especially in my house where I would put it on, and watch them a lot. And I always loved Toy Story as a little kid. I always loved that movie when I was little. I always watched that movie. Oh, the first two films. And no, I was not the only person who watches this a lot. No, my brother and my sister, they were kids back then too. You know, they were little kids back then too. And, you know, they used to watch Toy Story, the first two films, so many times as well. Oh my god. Yeah, me, my brother, and my sister, all three of us, it was their childhood films. We watched them a lot. Oh my god. And yes, my parents, they loved Toy Story as well. My parents loved Toy Story as well. Yeah, yeah, you know, it's a very big thing for our family is that we would like watch Toy Story all the time. Oh my god, this is so. I know this is crazy. I always loved. I always, you know, in fact, the first two films. Oh my god, I've seen the first two films so many times in the 2000s and 2010s. Oh my god, this is definitely has been an awesome memory, especially how many times that I watched them on DVDs. I've seen them on DVDs so many times. Oh my god, it was so. Oh, this is like a fun memory. All right. So now let's go to the 2010 when Toy Story 3 came out. Now, if you're wondering, no, I did not see number 3 in the theaters. No, 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 no. The way I saw number 3 was on DVD. You know, when it first came out on DVD. So yeah, I do remember I watched number 3 a lot on DVD. I do remember watching that one a lot as well. And here's what I remember. I'm sure you like to hear this. So basically so this was at the time. So at the time, my dad, he wanted to watch number 3. But at the time, me as a stupid kid, I don't know why I was a stupid kid back then, but I would never let my dad watch number 3. I don't know why I stopped him. I don't know why I'd never let my dad watch number 3. You know why I did that? Because I was a stupid kid back then. I was a stupid young kid. As an 8-year-old boy, I was a stupid kid back then. Yeah, I was stupid back then. Yeah, why would I? Yeah, I was very stupid back then. I know. I used to act like that. Like, I don't know why I did that. I don't know why I would keep the number 3 DVD all to myself. Even though my brother, he was upset at me and he wanted to steal the number 3 DVD. Like, he wanted to watch it and he's so upset. He was so upset. But he did he's like sneaking in to like steal a DVD or something because he wanted to watch it. Like, oh my god. Yeah, I know, I know. I was never a Shera person back then. Yeah, I know. And like for many years, like ever since like 2010, for many years, my dad, um, he never seen number three, all because I never let him, all because I never let him watch it. But later on, in what was it, 2017 or 2018? I don't remember which one it was. It might have been 2017 or 2018. Like I don't remember which one it was. It was during Polar Bay. It might have been 2017 or 2018. Sorry that I can't remember if it was 2017 or 2018. I don't remember. One of those two. 2017 or 2018. I can't remember which one it was. It was doing Polar Bay. It was doing Polar Bay. So basically, this is when I'll like finally let my dad watch number three. And when my dad was finally going to watch number three, on DVD, yeah, I know. My dad, he was calling me out. He was calling me out. Like, he was like, now you want me to watch it. And yeah, like my brother and sister were also calling me out, especially my brother. Like, oh my god. He used to like call me out like a memory thingy. Like, do you remember? Not actually. Let's not talk about that one. Let's not talk about that. Let's not talk about that one. Yeah, we don't want to. We don't want to. We don't want. I don't want to talk about that topic. But yeah. So yeah, So yeah, I do remember my dad was like, "You heard something as a bad guy of the pink teddy bear? You mean Lotso?" Yeah. So basically, I put on the number three DVD, and my dad, he finally watched it. He finally watched the movie. Of course, he finally watched the movie. And yes, my dad did finally watch the movie. Just to let you know. Um, so if you're curious, what did my dad think of number three? Here's what he thinks of number three. My dad says it was alright. That's right. That's what he thinks of number three. He says that it was alright. Like, it just means that, he wasn't even a fan of number three. He wasn't even a fan of it that much. Just to let you know. Like, he doesn't hate it or anything. No. He doesn't hate it at all. He just thinks it's alright. Like, compared to the first two films, he loves the first two films so much better. Especially, he loves number two. I think I do remember at one point he said something like he liked number two better than number one. I think that's what he says. But yeah, my dad, he does love Toy Story, mostly the first two films. But number three, he wasn't even a fan of it. He doesn't hate it. He didn't mind it. He thinks it's alright. Alright, so now let's go to the 2019 when Toy Story 4 came out. And just so you know, yes, I did see number 4 in the theaters. In fact, I actually seen number 4 in the theaters 2 times. That's right, I actually saw number 4 in theaters 2 times. The first time I saw it was with my brother and my sister. And then the second time I saw it was with my mom. Now, just that you know, if you're curious on like why did I see number 4 in the theaters for the second time? All right, here's why I saw number 4 in the theaters for the second time. Now, the reason why I saw it for the second time, it was because I wanted to take my mom to see this movie, in which I actually did. I actually took my mom to see it in theaters. And if you're wondering, yeah, my mom liked the movie. She actually did like the movie for sure. And yeah, you're probably wondering, what's my opinion on the movie? I remember I said I loved Toy Story 4. I remembered I said that. I remembered I said I loved Toy Story 4. Do I still like Toy Story 4? Yes, I still like Toy Story 4. I thought Toy Story 4 was good. It's not a bad movie. No. I still think Toy Story 4 is a good movie. Although I can understand why there's so many people out there hated Toy Story 4. But to me, I never hated Toy Story 4. I thought Toy Story 4, it was a great movie or anything. It was a great movie. But I do have a fun fact about the ending. When we say goodbye to Woody and all that, the ending. Here's a little fun fact. When I first saw the ending, I hated the ending. But then, when I saw the ending again, I was like, I thought the ending was great, and I loved the ending. It was a great ending. I remember I loved the ending. But then, nowadays, I would say the ending, it was alright. I actually didn't mind the ending that much. It wasn't the best way to end, but I thought the ending was alright. Yeah, nowadays I think that the ending was alright. But yeah, but I do have a fantastic time in the theaters and have like few laughs and all that. Oh, and I like to tell you a little fun fact. I like to tell you a little fun fact. Here it is. Here's a little fun fact. Oh my god. Here's a little fun fact. During like when I saw number 4 in the theaters for the second time when I was with my mom, you know what I did? I actually decided to take my Woody doll with me. That's right. I actually took my Woody doll with me because of this movie. So I actually took my Woody doll in the movie theaters. And oh my god, I remember like I was holding my Woody doll. Oh my god, I was holding my Woody doll. And basically when I was in the screen room, I remember one of the girl kids or whatever, I remember she would say this. Oh my god, that's Woody. That's what she said. Like when she was like walking down to take seats or whatever. When she saw me holding a Woody doll, I remember she said, "Oh my god, that's Woody." And I think I do remember I did see a couple of kids holding a Forky toy. And I do remember when I was like sitting down, when I was sitting next to that lady, I remember my lady said to me, "That's a nice Woody doll you have there." And I was like, "Well, thank you." Oh my god. Yeah, I do remember that lady. Even though I don't know her, But I do remember that the lady said to me, "That's a nice Woody doll you have there," and I was like, "Well, thank you." Yeah, that's like really crazy. Like it was a fun memory when I saw it when I saw that movie for the second time in theaters with oh my god, I took my Woody doll. I took my Woody doll. That was so funny. And yes, actually I'll talk about more about that later. Yeah, so I did see number 4 a couple more times on DVDs. So I seen like number 4 on the DVD. I seen number 4 a bunch of times. And yeah, there is that. All right, so next will be Schedule 2. This is gonna be about the toys I have. Yes, I did have a bunch of Toy Story toys growing up, from the 2000s or especially the 2010s. Oh my god. I had a lot of Toy Story toys. So yeah, let me explain it right now. First, let's talk about the 2000s. One of the fun memories that I have was back in 2008. So in 2008, I remember when I was a little kid back then, back when I used to go to normal school for autism, that old school, back when I used to go to normal school for autism, nowadays I no longer go to that school, but back then, I remember um, I used to have a Buzz Lightyear toy. It was basically a Buzz Lightyear toy with this new utility belt. And this Buzz Lightyear toy, this was from Toy Story and Beyond. So basically, I used to have that Buzz Lightyear toy from the 2008. I used to have that toy when I was little. In fact, it was like one of my favorite toys ever. It was one of my childhood toys. And basically when I was a kid, I used to play with that Buzz toy all the time. That's right. I used to play with that Buzz toy, from Toy Story and Beyond. I used to play with that Buzz toy all the time. Oh my god. I think I do remember at one point, or some points, I think I did took my Buzz toy to school and play with my Buzz toy at school. Yeah, I know. I used to bring toys to my school. I used to do that a lot. Oh my god. I used to take like Buzz Lightyear toy, that old Buzz Lightyear toy. That was one of them. I think I remember taking him to school and playing with it. Yeah, I used to play with that Buzz toy all the time. Um, yeah, that was like one of the fun memories. But if you're curious, no, I don't have that Buzz toy anymore. The last time I did had him was like I think during like I want to say 2011. I think I'll say that. I'll say maybe during 2011. But just let you know, I don't. After that, I no longer have that toy. I no longer have him, unfortunately. All right. Now I want to talk about 2010 when Toy Story 3 came out. So I think I do remember. I was at a store, at the mall store, whatever, with my mom, and actually, by the Jessie doll, and it says Toy Story 3 because at the time Toy Story 3 came out, and this version of Jessie, of the doll, it was actually from the Mattel Australia, the UK version of the Mattel, from like Australia, the UK version. So yeah, that Jessie doll. So her talking phrases, when you pull her string, all of her talking phrases were actually all the phrases from Toy Story 3. That's right. All those phrases that you pull her string, all of her talking phrases was Toy Story 3. So yeah, that's right. And that makes sense because Toy Story 3 came out. So yeah, all of her talking phrases was Toy Story 3 talking phrases. And yeah, yeah, that Jessie doll was great. I had fun memories of that Jessie doll. And I think I remember during Christmas in 2010, I have like some of like Toy Story toys. Like here's an example. Mr. Potato Head and Mrs. Potato Head from Play School. That's right. I had Mr. Potato Head and Mrs. Potato Head. But just let you know, no, it's not the same Mr. Potato Head and the same Mrs. Potato Head, the one from the movies. No. It's not the same ones from the movies. It was actually a different one. I'll explain. So basically, for Mr. Potato Head, it was actually the firefighter, or should I say a fireman, where basically it had the red fireman's hat, and it was also black shoes, but it does have the mustache, just like the ones from the movies where he does have a mustache. Like that's pretty cool that one has a mustache. So yeah, I used to have that Mr. Potato Head toy, as a firefighter, as a fireman. I used to have that Mr. Potato Head toy for Mrs. Potato Head. Okay, all right, so basically for Mrs. Potato Head, she had yellow hat, and she also had green shoes. So basically, that's the Mrs. Potato Head that I used to have. And she did came with this red handbag. In fact, it's just like the red handbag, the one from the movie where Mrs. Potato Head has the red handbag. That's pretty cool how that one has the red handbag. It's just like the one from the movie. And also she also came like, I think she came like with I believe earrings. as well. She came with earrings, those pieces of those earrings. And I don't remember what other accessories they have. I think for the Mr. Potato Head one, I think one of the accessories that he had was like the fire extinguisher, I think. I don't remember what other pieces that he had. I think they came with like a tongue, I think. I think it came with a tongue. And maybe I think one of them, I think Mrs. Potato Head, I think she did came with the glasses, I think. I think she did came with glasses. But yeah, that's the Mr. Potato Head, Mrs. Potato Head I have. It's still the same company from Play School. It's just that it's not the same Mr. Potato Head and the same Mrs. Potato Head. The one from the movies. No. They were actually very different. But I still count them as like Toy Story toys because they were in the movie, so I still count them. I still count them as the Toy Story toys. I still had fun memories playing with those toys too. I had fun memories playing my Mr. Potato Head and Mrs. Potato Head toys. I had so many fun memories playing with them. And also from Christmas in 2010, I also have this ham toy. Or it's more like Evil Dr. Pork Chopped, since Ham is wearing Mr. Potato Head's hat. So basically it's supposed to be like basing on like this evil doctor Pork Chopped. But yeah, I do remember that I did have that ham toy. I do remember that I had that ham toy. But just to let you know, it wasn't the full size ham, the one from the movies. No. It was actually it's like an action figurine. It's like a medium action figurine. And if you're curious, it's like an action figurine. Like a medium. The same size as the controller, like a video game controller. It's like the same size as the video game controller. Let's just say that. Let's just say it's the same size as the video game controller. That's the size of my ham toy. Just so you know. I used to have that ham toy. I used to have him. And some other toys that I used to have. I used to have a Slinky Dog toy. That's right, I used to have a Slinky Dog toy only when Toy Story 3 came out. Or was it later on in 2011? I can't remember. Maybe it was later on in 2011. I can't remember. I did used to have like a Slinky Dog toy. I used to have him. I used to have a Slinky Dog toy. I do have fun memories playing with the Slinky Dog toy. And what else? I used to have like a talking telephone. I used to have the talking telephone. I used to have him. I used to have the, from Fisher Price. I used to have a talking telephone. I used to have him. And basically, besides the talking telephones, his talking phrase from the movie, it also had Woody's talking phrase, Buzz's talking phrase, and Rex's talking phrase. So if you want to talk to Woody, or if you want to talk to Buzz, or if you want to talk to Rex, or this legend, if you like to talk to the talking telephone himself, there's like 4 options. especially the talking telephone, how the talking telephone does have a talking phrase. The one from, the one from the movie, I did used to have him, for sure. And let's see. Okay, let's talk about 2011. I remember in 2011, I remember when I went to the store, I remember I saw this Buzz Lightyear toy. It's basically the new utility belt. It's the glow in the dark. And I remember I wanted that Buzz Lightyear toy. I wanted that Buzz Lightyear toy. I really wanted him so bad. Oh my god. But then, later on in 2011, they actually gave me that Buzz Lightyear toy I wanted. Yeah, it's true. They actually did give me the Buzz Lightyear toy I wanted. Yeah, it's true. I did finally have the I did finally have that Buzz Lightyear toy. It's with the this new utility belt. And it's basically glow in the dark. Oh my god, I was so happy that I had this toy. I remember, oh my god. I used to play with that Buzz toy, from 2011. Oh my god, from throughout the years, I used to play with that Buzz toy so many times, a lot of the times. I used to play with that Buzz toy so many times. Oh my god. I used to play with that Buzz toy so many times. And you can tell that how bad the condition was from how much I've been playing with him. Yeah, you can tell that it's not in a good condition. Like it's all scratched up, and like how is not in a good condition from how much I've been playing with him. Yeah. Oh my god. Oh my god. I like fun memories. Growing up and playing with that toy, my Buzz Lightyear toy. Oh my god. That was like the coolest toy ever. That was definitely awesome. His wings, if you're curious, it's not one of those Buzz Lightyear toys where you close his wings and do his wings pop up. No. It's not like that at all. His wings are just, flexible, delicate, flexible plastic wings. It's just for the wings are just for looks. The wings are just for looks. And every time you push the button, when he has a talking phrase, he his chest bit of the green bit, the chest green bit, and on top of his neck too, that part and the top of his neck, and the top of his neck and his chest. That was actually glow in the dark. And you can press his new utility belt, just like in the movie. And yeah, I love that. I loved that Buzz Lightyear toy. I played with him so many times throughout the years. All right, so also in 2011, I remember I went to Toys R Us with my mom, and basically I wanted that Woody doll. It's the Woody doll from Toy Story and Beyond. So basically, this version of Woody is a firefighter, or should I say a fireman. And basically he came with Wheezy. So basically, I have that Woody doll that came with Wheezy. Now, just that you know, no, it's not the first time I ever owned a Woody doll. No, it's not my first time. I did own a Woody doll before. I did own a Woody doll before when I was a little kid. I did own a Woody doll. It was not my first time. No. It was not my first time that I have a Woody doll. No, I did have a Woody doll before. I did have a Woody doll when I was a little kid. I did have a Woody doll. So it was not my first time. It was not my first time that I owned a Woody doll. Just to let you know. But yeah, 2011, I did have that Woody doll. When I went to Toys R Us. Yeah, that Woody doll from Toy Story and beyond. And you know, he came with Wheezy. Yeah, that's pretty cool that I have a Wheezy toy. Yeah. I don't have the fireman's hat or these other fireman's sets that came with it. I don't like I don't have that. I don't have all of those anymore because I think it's like lost. But yeah, like just like my Buzz toy, I used to play with my Woody doll. I used to play with him. I used to play with that Woody doll. I used to play with him so many times. So many you know, over the years, I used to play with my Woody doll as well. I used to play with him. Oh my god, that was like fun memories. I do remember at some point with his pull string, I think somewhere 2015 maybe, I don't remember. I think somewhere in 2015, I can't remember. When I used to like, when I was like pulling string, hearing his talking phrase. Unfortunately, his voice box of his pull string, it's actually broken. Unfortunately, that's because it's an old toy. It's an old toy, and probably that came out in the 2000s, I believe, because I believe Toy Story and Beyond came out in the 2000s. I don't know when 2000 or 2001. I don't remember which one it was from the 2000s. Yeah, it's an old toy, even though I had him since 2011. But yeah, his pull string, you know, of his voice box, his pull string's like broken, and it can no longer like, you know, make like you pull string and like no, it's just the string's like hanging around. I was like very disappointed. Yeah. But you know, I did not want to. I didn't want to. I didn't want to replace my Woody doll. I'll be like too sad if I replace my Woody doll. I would be like way too sad. So I didn't want to like. I didn't want to like replace my Woody doll. So I still kept him. I still kept him for sure. Some other Toy Story toys that I have. You know, I used to have like I think I remember I had it was the RC race set. Like I remember to have the racing set, and it came with RC. It also came with Woody when he was a racer. Yeah. And I had the Zurg's car, and it had Zurg. and the Buzz's Buzz's race car. Like I almost have all of them. I didn't have the Buzz Lightyear toy of that medium action figure thingy. I didn't have the Buzz Lightyear toy. Maybe because it didn't have it. It didn't have the Buzz Lightyear toy. But yeah, but all the other ones I do have. I do remember I do remember that. I do remember that I have that toy, that the RC race, that those toys back then. I remember that I have them for sure. I also remember that I had the Mr. Potato Head Play-Doh. And oh my god. Like that's pretty much, like I know. I don't want to talk about so many. Actually, I'll talk about one more toy. I'm sure you like to hear it. Okay, I'll talk about one more toy. Let me talk about Rex. All right, let me talk about Rex. So I used to have a Rex toy. So basically, I used to have a Rex toy. It's basically, it's like it's a full size Rex. So it's like the ones from the movies. But basically, if you push his button on his back, if you push his button on the back, there's a talking phrase. And every time he would do his talking phrase, when he pushed the button, his arms would move. That's right. Every time you push the button on his back, his arms will move. And he has a talking phrase. Oh my god! I used to have that. I used to have that Rex toy. I used to have that Rex toy. I believe that Rex toy came out in 2013, I believe, or something like that. Roar Rex or something. I used to have the Rex toy. Yeah. I'm not going to spend too much time talking about a lot of toys, because I mean, come on, I have so many toys growing up. But these are some of the toys that I would give you like examples. Now, just as you know, if you're wondering, no, I no longer have a lot of these toys. Well, okay. I did kept some of my toys. I kept my Woody doll, my Buzz toy, my Jessie doll. I also kept the Wheezy toy that came with Woody. I also kept Woody Racer, the racer version of Woody. And I also kept my Zurg toy. Was there anything else that I kept? Not really much, that is. Because the rest of the Toy Story toys, I think the rest of them, I actually gave it away. I gave away the rest of the toys. It's because I have way too many toys. That's right, I have way too many toys. And I had to sell my toys. I had to give my toys away. So yes, I had to gave my toys away. But hey, I kept some of my Toy Story toys. I actually did keep some of it, like I said. My Woody doll, Buzz toy, Jessie doll, the Wheezy toy, Zurg toy, the Woody Racer toy. All that jazz. I kept those toys. Like I said, I kept some toys. The toys were not the only ones that I have growing up. No, no, no. I also own like books as well, like storybooks. I remember that I had there was this double pack of a storybook for the first two films. I think I still have it at Polar Bay. I think I still have it. I think the cover was missing, but I think I do remember having it ever since when I was a little kid in the 2000s. And I think I also have another storybook, which is another double pack of the first two films. I had it since like 2010, I believe. Oh my god, I think I used to have that. I used to have that storybook. I don't know if I still have it. I might have still have it. I don't remember. It was a double pack. Like for the first two films, each of them for the first two films will be in like two parts. Like find out in part two. Yeah, I do remember that. And I do remember that storybook. I do remember. Before I would like go to bed, and before I would sleep, before I would go to bed, my mom, she used to read me a bedtime story like all the time, most likely in the 2010s, I believe. She used to read me a bedtime story all the time. Like the Toy Story storybook is one of them, the double pack of the first two films. Like my mom would used to read me a bedtime story all the time, all the time. Nowadays, she no longer does that anymore. That makes sense why, because I'm getting way too old now. Yeah, just as you know, I no longer do bedtime stories. I used to back then. I used to do bedtime stories, but I no longer do bedtime stories. But I used to back then. But that was one of them. I used to read that book. My mom used to read me that book. Like, it's not the only book. There's like a couple other books too. The other books I have too is like a big storybook of the first Toy Story movie and a big storybook of Toy Story 2. In fact, I own the Toy Story 3. And I used to like listen to like listening posts or like listening like a storybook read along CD, reading the first two Toy Stories. Yeah, like the toys are not the only ones that I have. I also owned like books, storybooks as well. And yeah. Okay, Schedule 3. Okay. I'll talk about this again. Like I said before, with YouTube, I first watched YouTube back in 2010 when I was 8 years old. That's right. I first watched YouTube back in 2010 when I was 8 years old. And basically, the very first thing that I watched on YouTube was a bunch of Toy Story videos. That's right. I remember the first thing that I'll click on was this Toy Story 3 trailer, which is basically the first trailer. And after I would watch the trailer, I would watch a bunch of Toy Story videos. I have so many fun memories that I was at the kitchen, and back then there used to be a computer here. There used to be like a computer. We used to have like a computer in the kitchen, I remember sitting down, going on the computer at the kitchen, and go on YouTube, and oh my god, the very first thing that I ever watched on YouTube was a bunch of Toy Story videos. I have like so many fun memories watching a bunch of Toy Story videos. Like for example, I remember watching Toy Story Toys from Michael Casey. I used to watch that video a lot of the times. I think I remembered at sometimes or a lot of times at the point where I used to like copy him from the video. I used to copy him from the Toy Story Toys, from Michael Casey. I used to copy him. I used to copy him. Like bring my Toy Story toys, put them on the table. I used to like pretend that was him and copying him. Oh my god, I used to, I used to copy him from that video. I like fun memories that I used to copy him. It's very true, very true. I used to copy him a lot. I used to copy him a lot. Another fun memories I remember watching. I also remembered one that I watched so basically it's this Woody riding on a remote control car, and they were throwing like a drink bottle or whatever at Woody, and there was this song called "Right on Time." I want it right on time. Right on time. Yeah, that song. I don't know if it's still up on YouTube. Hopefully it'll be still up on YouTube. I'll have to try and look it up. I'll try and look it up because I do remember many years they still have it. They still have it. Um, I don't know if it's still there. I'll try my best to find it for sure. I just don't remember. I just don't remember the name of the video. But I do remember watching that video a lot. There's many videos that I watched from Toy Story videos, like YouTube Poop. Oh my god. The very first thing I would watch was Toy Story 2, YouTube Poop, Prospector Hates Woody. Oh my god. I remember I watched that video so many times over the years. I watched that video so many times. Oh my god. I used to I used to I used to watch that video all the time. Like I seen that video so many times. The Prospector Hates Woody. Oh my god. It was like the very first YouTube poop video that I watched. Oh my god. I was like bumping into it or whatever and clicking on it. And I used to watch it all the time. Oh my god. I have like so many fun memories. And especially it's very quotable. Like for example, is this example right there. Now it's on to museum. Museum. What? And it was spin around. It was spin around of the record player where Woody, Jesse, and Buzz on when it was spinning the record player, like going fast, like wow, and do repeated clip. It's like they'll play the anime music, Spice Girls or whatever. It's like like, and then they'll say repeated thing like Japan, 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 Tokyo, Japan. Another funny one is like from the same video as you my little cowboy friend, you gonna make me big bucks. Ha 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 ha. You're out of your box. Buck. Oh my god. It's still up on YouTube. It's if you want to see it, you should watch it. You gotta type in Toy Story 2 YouTube Poop Prospector Hates Woody. And it's there. There's other YouTube poops that I've seen too. Like also from Toy Story, YouTube poop, from the first movie. I don't remember the name of the video. It was the one where I'll try my best to explain. Is this one? It's not a laser. I'm firing my laser. Hey Mario, look what I made. A football. You didn't make it. Football. Stone. You know that video? Like, you spin me right in the river. That. Oh my god, I remember I watched that video a lot. Ever since the Toy Story 2 YouTube poop, Prospect Hates Woody, I first saw it in 2010. The Toy Story YouTube poop that I was talking about now, I saw it in perhaps 2012. And I also seen another Toy Story 2 YouTube poop, which is basically this opening scene of the Buzz Lightyear video game. It was like what was it called? Super Buzz or something? I can't remember the name of the video. Oh my god, that video is great too. And one of my favorite parts is this one. Well, it seems like ours. Good thing that I found a magic balloon to infinity and even further. Run to infinity and more than infinity. Run to infinity and back again. Double run. I remember watching that video as well. Yeah, I've seen some of those YouTube poops. Yeah. I have fun memories of watching a bunch of Toy Story videos on YouTube, and also because the Toy Story videos they were the first thing that I watched on YouTube. Yeah, and that's definitely awesome. Especially I would watch YouTube at home, and I would go to school and watch YouTube, which is pretty cool. Yeah. Oh wait, I want to tell you one more thing. I can't leave about this one. I want to talk about this Toy Story live action from JP and Beyond. So if you're wondering, yes, I have seen Toy Story live action from JP and Beyond. I have seen that movie project. And I know that movie project came out in 2013. I seen that movie project so many times, and I definitely loved Toy Story live action from JP and Beyond. I definitely love that video. That's definitely a great movie project that they ever made, which is basically they had to do a shot-for-shot remake where basically, they'll use toys, and they'll have real life people as humans. And I do know that movie that came out in 2013. And I did see on YouTube that movie, that project they made, it was on the news. And yes, I have seen their commentary on it a bunch of times. And yeah, their commentaries from JP and Beyond when they were making this movie. Their commentaries was great. I've seen like behind the scenes and like sneak peeks and behind the scenes and bloopers and all that. And yeah, that's pretty cool. Yeah, I do remember Toy Story Collection. I do remember Toy Story Collection of those toys from Thinkway Toys. I do remember the Toy Story Collection. Toy Story Collection Woody, Toy Story Collection Buzz Lightyear. And yeah, I remember Toy Story Collection. I think I remember seeing the Toy Story Collection toys, from Thinkway Toys. I think I might remember seeing in the store. Yeah, I do remember. Of course, I remember Toy Story Collection of those toys. It came out like 2009 or basically 2010. Yeah, I do remember. Toy Story Collection. I do remember that. Okay, next is gonna be Schedule 4. Alright, one of my fun memories from my childhood. Alright, like I said before, one of my fun memories with my childhood is that, I remembered I would like bring some of my Toy Story toys to school. Like, I'll bring my Woody doll and my Buzz toy to school. I think I remembered I also bring my Jessie doll to school as well. Like, I remember, I would like, bring my Toy Story toys a lot to school. Especially, I would bring like my Woody doll to school. I'll bring my Buzz toy to school and playing with my toys at school. I did it a lot of times. I do remember that I would like bring them to school. And let's see, what else do I have fun memories with my childhood by playing with the toys? I think I remember at some point, I don't remember. Or I might have, I think I might remember at some point. I think I did bring my Woody and Buzz toys to McDonald's. I might have remember. I think I did bring. I think a couple times. I think I did. Like I think I do remember that when I went to. I think I do remember when I would go to McDonald's. I think I did bring my Woody doll and my Buzz toy with me and put them in a table. I think I did remember. I did bring. I think I remember. I think I remembered I did bring. I don't remember. I might have remember. I did bring my Woody and my Buzz toys, my Woody and Buzz to McDonald's like a long time ago or whatever. I think I might remember. I don't remember. I might have remember bringing them to McDonald's. I think I remember when I was inside of the McDonald's. When I was inside, I think I remember bringing my toys to McDonald's. And of course, at Polar Bay, I think I remember bringing my toys as well, like my Woody and Buzz toys at Polar Bay. And I have like a lot of like fun memories. I have lots of like fun memories. All right, I think that's all I'll explain from this one. So next one is going to be Schedule 5. Spoof movies on YouTube. Alright, I'll talk about this one again. But yeah, so I do remember the first spoof movies on YouTube that I ever watched was Toon Story, Toy Story style. The first three from 2012. It had Top Cat as Woody. It also has Tom from Tom and Jerry, Tom as Buzz Lightyear. So yeah, it was Toon Story, Toy Story style, the first three from 2012. Yeah, it was actually the first spoof movies on YouTube that I ever watched. Not only that, this was also the first Toy Story spoof movies on YouTube that I ever watched. I do remember watching them. Yeah, I am very sad how it's deleted it. Yeah, I know. It's very sad because I remember watching them in 2012. I was like very, very sad how, these three movies, they were deleted. Yeah, I really miss that project. I really miss that project. Yeah, I've seen a bunch of Toy Story spoofings on YouTube. I've seen so many of them. Like another good example is I remember in 2013 I saw Toon Story, Toy Story style, the first two films. Now, just that you know, number two is not complete, unfortunately. Number two, it was not complete. Anyways, so yeah, so in the first two films of the project, oh yeah, there's also number three of the trailer. Anyways, so I remember it had Mushu as Woody. It also had the genie from the Disney animated classic. The Disney animated classic. The one that it was voiced by Robin Williams. It will also be voiced by, I don't remember his name. He's known as voicing Homer. I don't remember his name, but he's best known as like voicing Homer. But yeah, the Disney animated classic. That the genie as Buzz Lightyear. And I also remember Megamind as the new Buzz Lightyear with the new utility belt. And I also remember Rapunzel from Tangled, that Rapunzel as Jessie. And also that white horse, also from Tangled, that white horse as Bullseye. Captain Hook from Disney animated classic. The Disney animated classic. That Captain Hook as Stinky Pete. I also remember Homer and Marge as Mr. Potato Head and Mrs. Potato Head. Minions as the aliens. I also remember this old cartoon Joker, voiced by Mark Hamill. That old cartoon of the Joker, voiced by Mark Hamill, being Sid. And I think I also remember Angelica from the original Rugrats. Angelica as Hannah. I think I remember there was also Goofy as Rex. And I think Timon from the Disney animated classic, that Timon as Slinky Dog. So yeah, I do remember that project for sure. I do remember for sure. And all right, let's see. What else is there? Actually, yeah, I have to say, out of all the Disney Pixar films from spoofies on YouTube, the Toy Story ones are the ones that I pay attention to the most when it comes to Disney Pixar spoofies on YouTube. The Toy Story ones are the ones that I pay attention to the most. Like, I've seen some other ones from Disney Pixar spoofies on YouTube. Like, I also seen A Bug's Life, Monsters Inc., Finding Nemo, The Incredibles, Cars, and also a little bit of Inside Out, mostly for the trailer. Just a little bit of Inside Out, mostly for the trailer. But the Toy Story ones are the ones that I pay attention to the most. Oh yeah, one of my favorite Toy Story spoofers on YouTube was Cool Story, Toy Story style, the first three from James Moore, where basically he had Thomas as Woody, and you also have Optimus Prime from live action from Michael Bay as Buzz Lightyear. And you also had Optimus Prime from animated as the new version of Buzz Lightyear with the new utility belt. And yes, I definitely love that project. I love that project. He definitely does a great job making that project. He did a great job with it. Just that you know, he actually did a great job with it. And I remember at the time, when it was only the first two films at the time, I first saw the first two films in 2020. That's right. I first saw the first two films in 2020. And this was before he made number 3. This was before that. This is before he made number 3. Just let you know, this is before. He made number 3. But yeah, that was definitely one of my favorite projects for sure. All right, another project that I seen was cartoon character story Toy Story style films. Basically, the first three. Even though number three is not complete yet, unfortunately. I don't know when number three is going to be complete. Anyways, I was seen that project from Unanimated 18, where basically he would have Sonic from Sonic X, and then later on he will also have Sonic Boom as Woody. He also has Tali Poppy, from Tough Poppy, Tali, whatever, as Buzz Lightyear. And if you're wondering what I think of that project, I think it's a good project. I really like that project. I think it's a nice project, and I really like that project a lot. I really like that project a lot. I think that project is very good. I really like that project. It's very good. I also seen I think it was called Animated Story Toy Story Star film from Mr. Bean Fan, Disney 2005. Now, it's another one that is not complete, unfortunately. I believe it's only in two parts, I believe. I think it's only in two parts. We basically had Fry as Woody. And just that you know, I already know why he has Fry as Woody. It's because there was this one episode of Futurama where Zoidberg, he cuts Fry's arm off. Yeah, it's true. Zoidberg, he was using his claws and he was cutting up Fry's arm off. And he has like a piece of an arm, and basically Fry, he has one arm. That's only in one episode of Futurama. So that way, when he does number two, for the scenes where Woody's arm gets ripped off, like torn off, like as an arm piece, and basically Woody, he would have one arm. That's right, Woody has one arm in Toy Story 2. He had one arm. And basically, I think what he's gonna do is that he's gonna use like from that one episode of Futurama with the Fry having one arm. And basically gonna do like repeated clips over and over again for the one arm scenes of Woody. So, it's true that in Toy Story 2, Woody did have one arm. Just like Fry had one arm in one episode of Futurama. So that's like pretty much why he has that. And yes, Mr. Bean Fan, Disney 2005, he did correct me, and that's why he had it. And yeah, it's true. It's very true for sure. Well, what do I think of it? I think it's good, even though it's not perfect, but it's still good. Still good. It's not a perfect project or anything, but it's good. It's good. I like it. It was good. It was pretty good. And I also seen the canceled movie called it's just called Toy Story. For my best YouTube friend, the Dragon Ball fan, he calls it the Genie Picture style. And it's a canceled project that he had Vegeta as Woody. He also had Shadow as Buzz Lightyear. And of course, he has Shadow from Sonic Boom as the new version of Buzz Lightyear, new Tilly Belt. In fact, he started doing the first movie. He only did 2 parts. And then, he actually stopped because he actually canceled it. But yes, just as you know, I have seen his canceled project before. Like, it's only in 2 parts. Even though I'm really sad that the project is cancelled, but hey, at least I can watch his cast video. And that's great, that I can watch his cast video. So yeah, it inspired me to wanting me to make my own Toy Story. So like I said, I think I remember earlier days from 2014, I think, on PowerPoint. I did let's see. I think I did started making my own cast video for it. I wasn't doing it on YouTube because I did not have YouTube at the time. I made from PowerPoint, and I had King Julian as Woody. I also have Oscar as Buzz Lightyear, and I also had Celia as Jessie. I think I remembered I started making some type of cast video, and yeah, alright, so let me talk about 2020. So I remember in 2020, I actually made the first 2 films. That's right, I made the first 2 films. Where basically I would have Poppy as Woody. And I also have Woody as Buzz Lightyear. I do remember it. I only made the first 2 films. But here's a little fun fact. I remember when I started making the first movie, I would use a dialogue and audio from the movie, and when I started to download, uploaded it on YouTube, unfortunately, it was copyrighted, it was blocked, all because of I was using a dialogue and audio from the movie, and because it was so it was so copyrighted, it was blocked. I had to deleted it and start over making the first movie. In which I did. I actually did start over making the first movie. And in spite that, you can hear my voice right now, is that I would, talk where I voiced all the characters, I played all the characters, I act out the lines and dialogue myself. That's what I did. I did use my voice. So yeah, I made the first 2 films. And I still have them if you still want to watch them. It is on YouTube. It's very old now since they came out in 2020. Yeah. If you're wondering, do I still like my projects of these two that came out in 2020? I think it's all right now. I don't mind it. Like, I mean, there was some good moments. I think it's okay. It's all right. I don't mind it. I'm not going to delete it or anything. I'll still keep it. I'll still keep it if you want to watch it to see my project. I'll still keep it if you want to watch it. That is, I'll still keep it. I don't mind watching it for fun memory's sake. Like I do like it. It's pretty good. I do love it at the time. I do think it was great at the time. But it's just that it's just I just think it's all right. I don't mind it. It's fine. It's fine. It's still on YouTube if you still want to watch it. But yeah, I did make them the first two films in 2020. I think I did show my sister and my cousin and all that. Yeah, I do remember that for sure. All right, and yeah, I made a bunch of like some other cast videos as well. All right, let me talk about last year in 2023. Yeah, you may remember that I redo my Toy Story. I did the first three. That's right, I did the first three into full movies where basically and this time I'll do it so much better. Where basically I have Tails as Woody, Top Cat as Buzz Lightyear, the nurse female cat as Jessie. If you remember that project, if you remember those three projects I made into full movies, so basically, for the first movie, I did it from January. And then number two, I made it from January, February, March. And then basically, I uploaded the first two films on YouTube in March. And then as for number two, the bloopers, I made it in July. And then as for number three, so basically number three, I made it from like July all the way from August. And I think, yeah, I actually did upload number three on YouTube in August. And no, I did not do number four into a full movie or anything. No, 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 no. No, I just, I only did a cast video, the characters in producing in number four. So, all right, so I actually did made a cast video for number four, just to let you know. And if you're curious, yes, from the first three into full movies, my best YouTube friend, Gene Pictures from the Dragon Ball fan, he actually reviewed all three of those movies. Just so you know, he actually reviewed all three of those movies Well, actually, for the first two films, he did it in the double feature for one video, and then for number 3, he reviewed it separated. So yeah, he did review number 3 separated. Just so you know. And I was originally I was not going to make I was not going to make number 3. But then, I was like, you know what? I'm going to make number 3. And that's what I did. So yeah, these 3 movies, they're actually called Toy Story, The Fusa. That's right. These movies are called Toy Story, The Fusa. So yeah, that's that. Alright, so one more thing I'll talk about for this one is you may notice that this year in 2024, months ago, I actually did my new Toy Story, and I did it for like the first 3 for a cast video. And I'm so proud of my cast video, how it turned out. If you're wondering, who do I have Ben 10 from Alien Force and Ultimate Alien as Woody. And I also have Jeffrey as Buzz Lightyear. So that's the Woody and Buzz that I have for my new cast that I did months ago. And if you're wondering which one do I like better, I definitely prefer Ben 10 from Alien Force and Ultimate Alien as Woody. I definitely prefer that casting choice. Although I'm still proud of myself how I like to be funny and to have Jeffrey as Buzz Lightyear. It is pretty funny. And you know what else is very special to me with that cast video? That's right. I have lots of total drama in it. That's right. I have lots of total drama in it. Because you may know me that, oh my god, I'm obsessed with total drama. I love total drama so much. No wonder why I have lots of total drama in this project. Like I'll tell you about this one. Let's see. I have Chef as Ham, Jeff as Slinky Dog, Cameron as Rex, Zoe as Bo Peep, Bridget as Molly. Now, I do have like 2 versions of Bridget. For starters, I had Bridget from Total Dramarama as Molly when she was a baby. And I also have Bridget from Total Drama as Molly when she was grown up. So that's that one. I also have Adriangelo as Sid. And I also have Courtney from Total Dramarama as Hannah. And I also have, let's see. Yeah, I do have Olin and Trans as Seeds toys. Let's see. I think I had Olin as Jingle Joe. I think it was Jingle Joe. Jingle Joe, the one that he turns off the flashlight, you know, when Woody was holding the flashlight, and it's the one that he turned the flashlight off. I believe that's Jingle Joe. With the one arm and the head. I believe that's Jingle Joe. I think that's Jingle Joe. And then for I think for Trans, I think it's Pump Boy. I think Pump Boy is the one from the car with legs. So I believe that's Pump Boy. The one, it's a car, had legs on it. So I believe that's Pump Boy. Yeah, Trent is Pump Boy. I also have Lindsay as Janie. And I also have the bear as the pterodactyl. Let's see. Oh yes, I also have Easy as Sally, and I also have Gwen as Jessie. And I also have Heather as Stretch. And I also have Harewood as Big Baby. And I also have Scott as Chunk. Lightning as Twitch. The Killer as the Monkey. Let's see. Was there any other Total Drama characters that I have for this? Not really, actually. Not really. Although I do have, like, you know me. I have a bunch of other Total Drama characters and some other spoof projects. But yeah, that's one of them. I'm really proud of it. I'm really proud of myself having so many Total Drama characters for the Toy Story characters. You know, I also have like lots of SML in it as well. Like, for example, Jeffrey as Buzz Lightyear, and also Jeffrey from the 3D animated as the new version of Buzz Lightyear, new Tilly Belt. Oh yeah, I forgot. There's one more. Actually, there's a few more casts that I forgot to tell you. I'll tell you right now. I also have Rashana as Mrs. Potato Head. I also have Duncan and Cody as the two garbage truck mans. I also have those casting choices too. I also have them too. Sorry if I forgot to mention them, but there you go. I did mention them. There you go. I believe that's all the Total Drama characters I have in my new Toy Story that I did months ago. And I'm really proud of my new Toy Story cast. Actually, I don't want to update my cast anymore. I think I'm really happy with my cast. I'm really happy. I like looking at them. And yes, Jaden, he actually did a reaction video looking at my cast video, and he actually did make a list of like what are his 10 favorites Toy Story cast of mine from the new one that I did months ago. And that's pretty cool. I'm very proud of it. Oh yeah, for one more thing, another Toy Story project that I really love is what was it called? I think it was like it's from 200 spoofs. Yeah, it was 200 spoofs, which is called Toon Story, Toy Story style films. There's only the first three. It's the one that he had Mario from the last year's Mario movie, the Woody. It was that I don't remember the police dog's name from Paw Patrol, the Buzz Lightyear. Yeah, that's another project that I love. I love that project from 200 spoofs. That's another great project. All right, I think I talked about enough of spoof movies on YouTube and how I made my own. We're gonna move on now. Schedule 6 is oh my god, I'll talk about this one. This is very cool. This is very cool. Um, so back when, before I became like a YouTuber, from I think during 2010s mostly, during 2010s, before I had my YouTube channel in 2016, back then, I remember, oh my god, I remember back in like 2010s, way before 2016, back in those like 2010s, I remember when I played toys, I used to play with my toys, playing for like the whole movie. I'll try my best to explain. It's basically, it's like making a homemade movie. It's like I'm making a movie, but I'm not using a phone or a camera or anything. No. I wasn't using a phone or an iPad or a camera to film a movie. No, I wasn't like making a movie or playing the movie. No. I was like playing the toys. I was playing the toys, and what I'll do for the first three, I will play my toys and pretend it's the whole movie. I'll do like the full movie of it from start to finish. I'll play in my house. I used to do it all the time. Where I play some random toys I would have or whatever. And I used to play, and I played by myself, all alone. I'll play by myself, where I'd be all the human characters. Like I'll be Andy or I'll be Sid or whatever. I'll use toys. I'll use toys, and I'll use my room. I would like use my room as Andy's room, and then I would I say in like the same house I live. Oh my god, I would like play with my toys. I used to like play with my toys, and I would like do the whole movies for 1, 2, and 3. The first three, all three of those movies, 1, 2, and 3. Like I would play it from start to finish, from the opening scene all the way to the ending. Oh my god. I used to do that. A lot. Like, oh my god. I wasn't filming a movie, or I wasn't I'm gonna film a movie or like make a homemade movie. No, it's like a spoof. It's kind of like a spoof movie on YouTube that I was doing. But yeah, I used to play and pretend. I used to pretend, and I used to playing my toys. I go everywhere in this house. I used to do it all the time. From all three of those movies. I used to like, hey, I'm gonna play Toy Story 1. Like, I'm gonna play with my toys. Like, I would like do the a whole movie. I'll do like the whole entire movie using my toys and like have fun around, play around with my toys, and and play the toys, and pretend that I'm not here. Pretend that I'm not here, and the toys are actually moving themselves. I use my hand or whatever to play the toys, and I pretend that like please everyone, and I go and then pretend that I'm like different people, and pretend that you know, oh my god, I used to like pretend, play those toys and like different random toys, not like Toy Story toys or anything. It's like random toys, and I used to like do it all the time. I do it all the time in 2010s. Like, oh my god, I did it all the time from start to finish. Like it's like a fiction like movie, same movie, like a full movie, and I used to play it all the time. I mean, come on! I used to do it all the time. I was obsessed with Toy Story, and like used to do it. Like oh yay! All right. We did Toy Story 1. Now it's time for Toy Story 2. Let's do it. Let's do time for Toy Story 2. And then yay! Like let's see Toy Story 3. Like, come on. We gotta go. Yay! And sometimes I think, yeah, like I used to do it a lot of times. It's not just in my room I'll play at. It's like I'll go everyone in the kitchen or like other room to play and like pretend it's a different location plays. I used to do it all the time. I used to do it. I used to play. I used to like play toys back then and do like the full movie, like a whole movie in all three of those movies. I used to do it like all the time. I mean, come on, guys. Did you not do it back then when you were, I don't know, when you like assess of a movie you like and you want to play with toys and you want to do it for the whole movie? Oh my god. Like, yeah, not just that. I also pretend that I'll be like Scarlet or Buster or whatever. And just pretend or whatever. I don't know. And pretend it's a human. And just pretend that happened. Like, I would like pretend of everything. Like, oh my gosh. And the way I would fight, the dude fight scene, it's like, like a clapping, it's like, it's like toys, like, oh my god. I used to play, like, come on, guys. It's, oh my god, those like fun movies. I miss those old days. I used to do it. I don't do it as much as anymore, but, oh my god. It was so funny, guys. It was so funny, like using all different toys, like a lot of different toys that I would have. Like mostly my teddy bears of those toys I had, plush toys of those teddy bears, and being going to play the Toy Story characters or whatever, and be playing my toys and pretend like doing Toy Story like as the same movie. That's funny. All right. Next is Schedule 7. All right. So you're probably wondering, yes, I have watched Toy Story in school a couple of times. Mostly the first two films. That I watched the first two films a couple of times in the school. Like, I think I remembered, I believe in 2008, I think I remembered me and my classmates watching the first two films, DVDs, on this, like, Square TV, this old Square TV or whatever. Like, they used to, like, and, put on the DVD. I might have remembered in 2008. I think I might have remember me and my classmates were watching Toy Story, the first two films on DVDs when teachers were putting it on. I think I remember that. I might have remembered that. I think I also remember. Let's see. I think I also remember. Let's see. Okay, I think 2010. I think when I think me and my classmates we went to the other classroom when there's another Square TV DVD player whatever, and we did watch Toy Story, the first movie. Yeah, I think we did. I think we did watch Toy Story, the first movie in 2010, I believe. And let's see. Oh yeah. I think I also remember. I think during 2012. I think it was 2012. I think I remember. I remember. When I was in class. I remember when I was in class. I think I remember. So going through the from the of the doors of of the class or whatever. I remember I see another class. I see another class. That I see that the students in the other class, they will watch, and I see like throughout the door from another class. I think I remember I see them watching Toy Story 2. I think I remembered I see them watching Toy Story 2. I remember looking through the door or whatever. Like I think the door was open or closed. Oh, there was a like a windshield door thingy, or I think the door was open. I don't remember, but throughout the other door of the class, I see like other classroom or whatever. They were watching Toy Story 2. I remember like seeing them watching. I was like looking at them, like they're watching Toy Story 2. And I remember this. I remember one of my teachers. I think one of my teachers said to me. He said to me. One of my teachers said to me, "It's not your class. Go back to your class." And yeah, I know. I go back to my class. Like notice, like my teachers noticed I was watching, not watching, like spying on the other class, watching the Toy Story 2. And one of the teachers was like, "It's not your class" or something, and I had to go back to my class. Like, oh my god. Although later on, I think later on in 2012, I think later on in 2012, I think I did bring my Toy Story 2 DVD. Yeah. I think I did. I think I remembered in 2012. I actually did bring my Toy Story 2 DVD from home. I bring the Toy Story 2 DVD and I brought it to school with me in 2012. And because I wanted me and my classmates and the teachers, mostly me and my classmates, like wanted to watch like a Toy Story 2. Like I wanted to watch it with them. So yeah, so the teachers like, okay. So the teachers, my teacher's like Helen, I think her name was Helen or something, the teacher. She actually did put on my Toy Story 2 DVD, and we actually watched the Toy Story 2. Like although a couple of times we had to stop the movie because like it's time to finish, but we did watch the whole movie from like different days. We did watch the whole movie for like different days. Like, okay, let's continue watching Toy Story 2. All right, we're up to here. Let's keep watching. Like, it's time to finish. And then, next day, okay, we're back. Let's continue watching Toy Story 2. So we continue it. So I remembered, in 2012, I brought my Toy Story 2 DVD with me. And me and my classmates, we were watching Toy Story 2. Yeah, no joke, no joke, no joke. I actually did bring my Toy Story 2 DVD. I actually did bring my Toy Story 2 DVD and watch it. Oh my god, I remember that time. I remember that time in 2012. Oh man, it's true, man. It's very true. I think I do remember that for sure. Oh my god, that was fun. That was definitely fun. I think I remembered in 2013. Um, Me and my classmates, we watched the Toy Story 2, of the DVD on the computer. We actually did watch the Toy Story 2 a couple of times as well. I do remember that for sure. Let's see. I believe 2015. I believe 2015. I think one time in 2015, I actually did bring the, I think I actually did bring my DVD set I used to have at the time, the Toy Story, the first three films DVD set, that DVD set that came out in 2010. It had Woody, Buzz, and Lotso on it. I used to have that DVD. That DVD, I remember bringing that DVD. I had this since 2015. So I remembered I bring that DVD from 2015. And basically, I want to be on the computer. Yeah, I want to be on the computer. And basically, I want to, and I actually put on Toy Story 2. I actually put on Toy Story 2, guys. I actually put on Toy Story 2, and I wanted to watch it. So I was watching Toy Story 2, of course. I was watching the movie, watching Toy Story 2. Although I did not get to watch the whole movie because, it was time for playground. Okay, class, it's time for playground. So, I had to stop the movie because, it was like playground time. But I did watch a good portion of that movie, like maybe up to the point where Woody's Nightmare. I think after Woody's Nightmare, or somewhere, I think after Woody's Nightmare scene, I think somewhere in the scene or whatever that we had to stop because it was time to finish because it was playground time. So yeah, I only did it once. But I do remember we did watch the first Toy Story movie on DVD on the same computer. It was not my DVD of the first Toy Story movie. It was actually Luke's DVD, but I didn't want it anymore, so he gave it away at the school. We did watch a couple times. I think we did watch like a Toy Story movie DVD. I think I remember at one point I said that I'm gonna watch Toy Story 2 when I get home. And I think I remember I came back home, whatever. Like I was in, I don't know, because I would put on Toy Story 2 DVD. And I think after that I did put on the Toy Story 1 DVD. That was, oh my god, that was hilarious. And also in 2016, I think I remembered, we did watch the first Toy Story movie. It was basically, we watched it on YouTube. And just so you know, no, it was not one of those full movie on YouTube. No. Here's a little fun fact. Back in 2016, when I had my YouTube channel, well, this was before my YouTube channel was called The Return of the Fusa in 2017. So, anyways, when I had my YouTube channel in 2016, I still have my YouTube channel, same YouTube channel. This is just before it was called The Return of the Fusa. So when I had my YouTube channel in 2016, I remember, um, I actually made a playlist of the first Toy Story movie. I made a playlist of the first Toy Story movie, like a full movie, like a whole movie, from like different YouTube channels where it's the scenes like clips from the movie. It's the clips from the movie, but from like different YouTube channels. Like it was like different YouTube channels. But if you put the scenes in order, like if you connect them, if you put the scenes in order, then this means it's the full movie. If you put the scenes in order, if you put them in order of the scenes, if you put them in order, then that's the full movie. That's the full movie. I used to have that playlist. Um, Although there were a couple videos that I did, like one of my first videos that I did on my YouTube channel. Um, I used to have like a bunch of like Toy Story videos. It's basically like um, so basically what happened was is that so at the time um when we used to have like a TV. It was this old like square crappy TV. So it's basically like a small like an old crappy square TV or whatever. And like when we used to have a TV in the kitchen, um so basically you know I was at the PlayStation 3, and I would go on Netflix, because at the time Toy Story, it was on Netflix at the time. That is, it's no longer on Netflix, but it used to be on Netflix. So I went on Netflix to go on the first Toy Story movie, and I would like record some scenes if it's not on YouTube. Like I actually record some scenes. It's basically filming the screen, like poorly filming the screen. Like you can hear that my family was in the TV room. I can hear them talking in the background. Yeah. I remember that I filmed some scenes. I actually filmed some scenes that I could not find on YouTube. I could not find those scenes on YouTube. I could not find those scenes on YouTube. So pretty much what I did is I was using my old Apple iPad that had since 2016. And I actually go in the camera roll video mode, and like I'll like film a video, like filming the screen, like poorly filming the screen. And I actually uploaded it on YouTube. And I included them from the playlist. And if you're wondering, actually, I think the video, all these videos of those Toy Story videos filming the screen and all that, I think all of those, it was all like public videos that everyone can watch it. Like a lot of people on YouTube, everywhere, I think they can watch my Toy Story videos of the copyrighted ones. Like it says it was in public, and people can watch it. Yeah, I know. This is before I learned about copyrighted laws. This is before that it wasn't. It didn't happen. No, it did happen, Like, I did upload on YouTube. It's just that nothing happened. It's just it says it was in public. It was in public. So this means that everyone can watch it. Everyone can watch it. And I would put it on my playlist. And yeah, I used to have a playlist of Toy Story, the first movie. I think I had a playlist for Toy Story, the first movie, the playlist on YouTube. It's a whole entire movie. It's a whole entire movie. Of course, it's a whole movie. It's actually the whole movie from different YouTube channels, like from the opening scene up until Woody meets Buzz Lightyear scene, where Buzz Lightyear is gonna fly, and he says, "Ken, whoa, oh, you're amazing." So actually, it stops at Let me quote the video from the animation channel, whatever it was called. It's the video. It stops at this. Ha 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 ha! Golly, Bally! Oh shut! And the video ends. Or yeah, you know, we all know that Woody is supposed to say, "Oh shut up," but the video ends of this with, what do you call it? Line cut. It goes like this: "Ha ha ha! Golly, Bally! Oh shut!" And the video ends. Yeah, I did use like other YouTube channels for the rest of the other movie ever since Strange Things, and like other YouTube channels for like, you know, for the whole movie. I used to have that playlist. I think I remembered we did watch like that, my playlist of mine, like maybe from like 2016 and also 2017, I believe. I do remember that for sure. Like, I think it's like copyrighted. Yeah. But yeah, just let you know, just let you know. I think at one point in 2017, I think I did make a playlist of Toy Story 2 full movie as a double feature with the Shrek 2 full movie that I made. But yeah. Just that you know, no, I don't have those playlists anymore. Just that you know. Especially my first Toy Story movie playlist. I don't have that full movie playlist anymore. And I don't have those videos, you know, the ones that I was filming the screen, like poorly filming the screen. I don't have those videos anymore. I actually deleted those videos. I deleted them because, you know, copyright laws. So I had to delete those videos. But so from James Smaller, when he did Cool Story, Toy Story style films, you know, for the first movie, it's still, let's see, hold on. I'm trying to remember. Okay, let me see. It's still here from part 8. Part 12. Part 15. Part 16. Part 17. Yeah. Yeah, those recorded videos, you know, they used to be my videos. They used to be my videos on my YouTube channel. I mean, yeah, you know, those parts came out in 2017, so that makes sense. And no, don't worry, I'm not mad at him. I'm happy that he uses them. Like, I'm okay with him using them. It's fine. Yeah, yeah. If you look at that, you know, he has those ones for his spoof project. That's true. All right. I haven't finished talking about this yet. Let's see. I think I remember. Um, this is during the time. I think this is during the time. I believe. All right. This was like 2016. Um, I think I remember. Um, I think I remember. Doing like electives when during like me and classmates and other students or whatever, we'll swap classes and like do some and swap teachers and like do some fun things for like electives. One of them was like watching a movie which is called Cinema Club. That's what it's called. It's a cinema club where the classroom I went to, and this was my classroom later on in 2017. This was my classroom later on in 2017. But yeah, anyways, during 2016, I remember, um, I remember, um, I remember, I wanted to watch Toy Story. I wanted to watch Toy Story. But then, the teacher, Phil, I think his name, something like that. He's bringing out the Big Hero 6 DVD. And I think I remember I was so upset or something. I was like, can't we watch Toy Story? And he said to me, no, we're going to watch Big Hero 6. And you're going to watch it with us. I was like very, very upset. I was very upset that I did not want to watch Big Hero 6. I did not want to watch Big Hero 6. I wanted to watch Toy Story. But because he wouldn't allow that, because that's the movie that he chose, well, for starters, only he gets to pick a movie and never me. And because I was like so upset, I was angry, rudely at him. I said to him, no one likes you, Phil. And because that teacher Phil was so upset at me for being upset and talking back at him or whatever, he told me to to have a timeout. And I was like so upset, so I had a timeout. I was crying. I was actually my real crying. That it was not fair that it was not fair that I wanted to watch Toy Story. I wanted to watch it. Like, I wanted to watch Toy Story. And then my teacher, Phil, he did have a long talk at me and said to me, you can go on the laptop for like, I don't know how many minutes, like 5 minutes or something, and then come watch some of Big Hero 6. Like, yeah, I went on the laptop, and I was watching Toy Story on YouTube because I wanted to watch Toy Story. I was very upset that I was like wishing that I wanted to watch Toy Story. Like, I was watching on the laptop, all that jazz, by myself. Yeah. I was like really upset. I know. Like I just wish that I wanted to watch like Toy Story in the cinema club. I wanted to watch that movie. When I came back home, the teacher, Phil, he actually did call my mom to let my mom know what just happened and all that. Yeah. Although, my mom, she was a little disappointed at me. She was a little bit of disappointed at me. Said to me, she said to me, you can't always watch Toy Story. That's what my mom said to me. My mom said to me, he said to me, like when she was a bit disappointed, my mom said to me, you can't always watch Toy Story. Yeah. Yeah, he said to me that I can't always watch Toy Story and get what I want. I do remember a couple times from like 2017, the feel or whatever. He had like a memory or whatever. Or I think it was a bit of 2016 as well, and maybe 2017 or something like that. He like feel he remembers the teacher. He actually remembers. He said here's what he said to them. Oh my God, he said this. I remember John was crying at the cinema club because he did not get to watch Toy Story. Yeah. So do you remember like, on trailers and stuff, like putting like watching trailers before watching a movie? Like I think after putting on like the first two films of the Toy Story films trailers, I think at one point he said to me he said to me, okay, there's a rules of the trailers. It can't be any Toy Story and it can't be any Home Alone. Yeah, I know. Okay, sorry about that. All right, now, okay, let me go back to 2016 for a minute. During in my class. Yeah, I do remember, me and my classmates, we actually watched Toy Story 2 DVD. That's right, we watched the Toy Story 2 DVD for the whole movie. We actually did watch the Toy Story 2 DVD. And originally, I wasn't part of the other group work or whatever. Like, it's the same class. They are my classmates. It's just that it wasn't supposed to be part of my group work plan. I just like came, join in to watch like Toy Story 2. And I think I do remember that at one point, my teacher, I think, said to me that, I was supposed to do something else for my schedule. I was like a bit of disappointed. It's like, oh, I wanted to watch it. And my teacher, like, all right, you can watch it. All right. Yeah. Even though my teacher did tell me that I was supposed to do something else, not group work, watching a movie or whatever. And like, oh, I want to watch it. And the teacher, like, all right, you can watch it. All right, I'll let you watch it. All right. So I did stay and watch the movie with them. So yeah, I do remember from 2016, me and my class, we did watch Toy Story 2 DVD. We actually did watch that movie. Just so you know, we actually did watch that movie. And yeah, like 2017, yeah, we watched like some of like, for like the first two films on YouTube and stuff. That's that one for you. And I think 2019, um when we were at camping for excursion, to have a sleepover at a camping place. We actually watched a little bit of Toy Story, the first movie. We actually watched a little bit of it on DVD when we at nighttime, and we didn't have time to watch the whole movie because it was our bedtime. That's that for you. Yeah, the first two films, I watched the first two films a couple of times in school. If you're wondering, no, um, I didn't watch number three and number four at school. The only Toy Story films that I watched at school was the first two films. I never watched three and four at school. No. I never watched three and four at school. No, a couple of times I only watched like the first two films at school a couple of times. That's that. Actually, not counting school, but I think I remembered. What was it? 2014 or something like that. 2014. I don't remember. When I was at when I was at my cousin's house, when my cousin's friends came over or whatever, these two girls or whatever, these two same ages as my cousin's friends, these two friends came over that I met them for the first time or whatever. I haven't seen them in a long time. I think I remembered. My cousin. She was actually putting on Toy Story 2, and we actually watched Toy Story 2. She was actually putting on Toy Story 2. It wasn't a DVD or on TV or anything. No. It was like a collection of download movies or whatever, or something like that on this old TV. There was a collection of download movies or something like that, and there's a subtitle of Toy Story 2, and she clicked on Toy Story 2, and she actually puts on Toy Story 2. Yeah. I'm thinking it was that. It was like after. I think it was. That was after that we watched. Madagascar. That was after that we watched Madagascar, and my cousin puts on like Toy Story 2 for me. Oh my god! I think I remember that. I think it was like 2014 or something. I think I remembered putting it on. No, I wasn't putting it on. I mean, my cousin puts on that movie. Toy Story 2. I do remember that. I did watch the Toy Story films at Polar Bay a lot of the times when I bring DVDs and put on the DVDs at Polar Bay and watch them a lot. Although I do remember this one funny thing, how when I was watching Buzz Lightyear Man, The Adventure Begins movie, during Polar Bay, one of the visitors, Ross or whatever, one of the visitors, I remember, here's what he said. It goes like this. It looks like your son is so excited. What's he watching? I was watching Buzz Lightyear Man, The Adventure Begins movie. Like, who do you want to win? And I said, I want Buzz to win. He said, no, I don't want Buzz to win. I remember. He was like, is that all the Buzz movies? And he was like, I don't like Buzz. That's what he said. He said that I don't like Buzz. And basically, my sister explained that. Do you remember in Toy Story 2 where in the opening scene, the Buzz Lightyear video game, Zurg uses his gun and kills Buzz and blows him up. It's like, oh yes, and well, I'm glad that he was killed or something. Yeah, I remember. It's like, is that all the Buzz movies? And he's like, he says that I don't like Buzz. Oh my god, that's like, it's very hilarious. It's very, very hilarious. It's pretty funny. It is pretty funny. Oh yeah, I almost forgot. Here's a little fun fact about my brother. It's about my brother. Why the first two films, those were his childhood films as well. But I remember at the time, I believe 2014, I believe. Yeah, I believe it was at the time in 2014. I think it was 2014. I think during 2014, my brother, he used to be like, he's sick and over of Toy Story. That's right. He is sick and over of Toy Story, the first two films. He used to be sick and over of them. And the reason why he used to be like sick and over of Toy Story, it was because he's seen Toy Story way too many times when he was a kid, throughout the years. Like, he's seen Toy Story way too many times. For the first two films, he's seen them too many times, like so many times when he was a kid, that he used to be like sick and over of Toy Story. And he used to get annoyed that he used to get like sick and over of Toy Story from like 2014 and maybe 2015, I believe. Like, he used to be like sick and over of Toy Story. Just as you know, nowadays, he no longer has this annoyance of like, getting sick and over a Toy Story thing anymore. Like, he's back. My brother's back, loving Toy Story. He is back that he still loves Toy Story, the first two films. He is back. I don't know when, maybe 2017 or 18 or 19 or something. That he is back, like, sorry. He's back. Him loving Toy Story again. Like, he is back that he loves Toy Story, the first two films. But back then, from my experience from like 2014, he used to be sick and over of Toy Story, the first two films. He used to be like sick and over of them. Like, he used to get annoyed at them or whatever. But like, why it is his childhood. It's just like for a while in 2014 or whatever. He used to be like sick and over of them. But nowadays he no longer has that because he loves Toy Story, the first two films. He loves it. He loves it. All right. We got 3 left. Next is Schedule 8. The Theatre School of the TAFE. Don't worry, I'll save the Wednesday bit for last. From the 13, I'll save the Wednesday bit for last. Let me talk about the other moments from like a Theatre School of the TAFE. And I'm still here. The Theatre School of the TAFE. Like, I went to the Theatre School of the TAFE since 2021. Yeah, let me talk about some moments. I want to talk about some moments of the Theatre School of the TAFE that I remember. Um, let's see. What do I remember? I think at one point, I think I did. I think at one point in 2021, and maybe in the boat shed or whatever. Um, I was playing the "You Are a Toy" when Woody said that, and I think I remember annoying some of my classmates. Like stop, it's annoying. I remember I did that at one point. Um, oh yeah. Here's something. Here's something. This is back in 2022 during the boat shed of the drama class when I was making a show. Well, we're doing like an acting of a show for my teacher at the time before he retired from 2022. So I remember during acting. I remember during acting, like when we making a show, for the live audience for the boat shed. I remember one of them I did was I decided to do like Toy Story 2, the opening scene, the Buzz Lightyear video game, where basically I'll be the Buzz Lightyear, of course. And you know what I did? I actually used a dialogue and audio from the movie. And you know what audio and dialogue I got from the movie? I actually got it from Toon Story 2, Toy Story 2 style, from Mario Sonic Pretty Fan 700. That project that I love, that I remember that I first saw like the first two films in 2022. Yeah, I used the audio from like part one. And I started the end of Sonic Colors intro theme, like tonight. It plays all this audio from Toy Story 2. And there's one added audio too, no, added dialogue that is already part of it. It was a line from Sonic X when Sonic says, it lives in my butt or something. That line from that added line from Sonic X. I mean, it already came that way. And in the end bit of for the replacement for the game over, it has like a GTA 5 mission fail. When they turn to black and white, the mission fail. Yeah. So I do remember doing that. I do remember doing that. And when I was first practicing, they said to me that you want someone as Zurg? And at first I says, no thanks, I'll pretend as Zurg. But Reese said to me, you need to have someone as Zurg. So I had my friend Emily be Zurg. I had my friend Emily be Zurg. Yeah, that's true. That's true. And Emily had to hide until she had to come out for the Buzz vs. Zurg bit. Yeah, I remember. I actually remember. I had to have Emily be Zurg, and I had to play the whole audio from the movie. Oh my god. I have to say, my favorite one is the one that my mom and my sister came. That's my favorite part. Is my mom and my sister came, and they took their seats and be the audience, and everything was perfect. My mom and my sister, they both loved it, and I think my sister I think she did took a video of me for the whole opening scene. I think she did took a video of me. I think she still have it on her phone. I don't know if she still has that video that she filmed me back in 2022. She might still have it on her phone. I think she still have it on her phone. But yeah, I do remember doing like a Toy Story 2 the opening scene of the Buzz Lightyear video game, where I would use the whole audio and me being the Buzz Lightyear, and I had to have Emily be Zurg. I do remember that. I did that for like funny business. I did for I did. I used it for like funny business and stuff. Oh yes, and also throughout the years, and throughout the years, just that you know, um, with Toy Story, I remember word by word in this entire movie. That's right. That's right. Toy Story is a very, very, very quotable movie. Um, yeah. I remember word by word in this entire movie. In fact, I can quote the whole movie for like the first three. Although number four, I only quote some things from four. But yeah, but the first three, I can quote the whole movie. I remember word by word in the first three movies. Yeah, and I quote Toy Story a lot. I actually quote Toy Story a lot. I've been quoting Toy Story a lot, not just for real movies, but also for like spoofies on YouTube as well that I would quote. And there's other times that I would quote Toy Story. I would quote Toy Story. Like my sister, she quotes Toy Story with me too. I know my sister, she actually quotes Toy Story with me too, and that's pretty cool. Yeah. Seth quotes Toy Story as well. I remembered back in last year in 2023. Yeah, like I talk to students and teachers a lot about Toy Story throughout the years. It's awesome. And also, this year in 2024, I have a friend named Lucas, and he loves Toy Story as well. He grew up with that one too. Me and Lucas a couple times. We actually did quote Toy Story together. Like for example, for example, you know, so basically, months ago or the other day ago or months ago or something, when I started, quoting Toy Story 2, the scene where the how are we gonna get up there, and where Mr. Potato Head, Ham, and Rex, when they're talking about like an idea, like delivering the pizza, like how about a ham sandwich with fries and a hot dog? What about me? Yay, You can be the toy that comes in the meal. You know, that scene from Toy Story 2. When I started quoting that scene, Lucas, he noticed that I'm quoting that scene, and he actually joins in and quotes the rest of the scene for me. He's like, "Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt your quoting," and I was like, "It's fine. I don't blame you because I know you like quoting too, so I don't blame you." Like after he says, after he said, "Yeah, you can be a toy that comes in the meal," and it's like, and I said, "Troops over here." Yeah. And I actually said to Lucas, this scene, um, um, it's actually the best dialogue between Mr. Potato Head, Ham and Rex. It's actually the best dialogue from Mr. Potato Head, Ham and Rex. And he said to me, or this scene, or what, the scene, the staff meeting, the one where from Toy Story 2, the kidnapper's vehicle is in his direction, then their eyes in the background, they went the other way. Hey, put a cork in my crime scene, or why not you watch where you're going, Godzilla? I did not know it was a crime scene. Yeah, and then at one point in the drama class, Lucas was pretending to be Buzz, and I was pretending to be Woody. And I said, "Snap out of it, Buzz!" Like, oh, I'm sorry. You're right. The compressor was mine. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Me and Lucas, and we actually did quite a bit of like the two Buzzes scene, like putting the box. We actually did quote. We actually did quote Toy Story a couple of times. We actually did quote Toy Story a couple of times, or a lot of the times, or a bunch of times that we would quote Toy Story. Oh yeah, that is definitely awesome. For sure. And I would like pretend who, like when I see a garbage truck, the same garbage truck, just like the one from Toy Story 3. I would like pretend. I pretend I'm Woody, and I'll be like this. Oh, Buzz, Jesse, and Lucas said to me, "Don't worry, they're safe in the cycling bin." It's like, oh, yeah, that was funny. That's very, very, really funny. But yeah, I do know that I do remember at one point in 2022, one of my friends, Reese, he said that he actually outgrew Toy Story. Although he still quotes like, "There's a snake in my boot," like, and all that. But yeah, I do have like fun memories. Alright, here's another fun fact. It's nothing to do with the fetus school of the TAFE. No. This was months ago, actually. This is back in the April, where for Connor's birthday party. It was at this karaoke place. So I went to the karaoke place for Connor's birthday party. And I remember when I went to the karaoke place for my friend Connor's birthday party. I remembered I was holding the microphone and I was quoting Toy Story for that one scene at the staff meeting. Here's what I said. I said this. Hello? Check better? Great. Anybody can hear me? Up on the shelf. Can you hear me? Good. Yeah, some students were laughing at me. Although I was a bit of too loud for that of a microphone. LOL. Yeah, I was like being funny. I was being funny how I would use like I would like I remember I was using a microphone and I was like quoting. I wasn't quoting for the whole scene. I wasn't quoting for the whole scene. I only quote like a bit at the start of the Woody staff meeting scene. Like, okay, one more time. Hello, check the better. Great. Anybody can hear me? Up on the shelf. Can you hear me? Good. Yeah, I do remember. I actually said that on the microphone, and making like some students laugh, and yeah, I was being too loud, but yeah, it's very true. It's very true. Oh yeah, I almost forgot. I do remember that at one point. I believe 2022. I believe I remember that at one point in 2022 when I went to Yag Sunfi's house, for my grandmom's that belongs to my dad. Yag Sunfi's house, a grandmom to my dad. When I went to her house, I remember I went to my uncle's office room, and in my uncle's office room, I see that my uncle he has the Woody doll and the Buzz toy. So the Woody and Buzz toys, I'm assuming they're from like 1996. I don't think it's not from 1995. It might have been from like 1996. Those old Woody and Buzz toys. And like they were on his shelf. And I do remember I actually got my phone out and I actually took a photo of Woody and Buzz. And I actually put it on my community post. And I might have put it on my message too. I think I still have that photo on my community post. And then last year in 2023, when I went to like an antique store, I saw that blue Buzz Lightyear toy, I think from like Toy Story and Beyond. I did see that blue Buzz Lightyear toy, and I think I did took a photo, I believe. I think I still have it on my message for my sister and all that jazz. Oh yeah, I think I also remember last year in 2023. I think I actually did sing Strange Things, by the way. I actually singed Strange Things. Which is pretty cool. I'm very good at singing a song. Do you remember one point a classmate named Peter is like Toy Story 2 is terrible, but then he's just joking. Yeah. I do remember he said to me, he remembers when he first saw Toy Story 2 of the Buzz Lightyear opening scene of the video game. So basically, when he said when he first saw Toy Story 2, the opening scene, the Buzz Lightyear video game, he was like, he thought that Buzz Lightyear was killed for real, he thought that it actually happened for real, but turns out like, oh, it's just a video game. Okay. Yeah, I do remember that for sure. And also at one point in 2022, um this one student that I don't remember his name, um, he said to me, this. He likes Toy Story, but not as much as me. Oh yeah, I almost forgot to tell you. Back when I used to go to school back then, I think I remembered. I think maybe it was I think it was like I think during like I want to say 2017, I believe. I think I remembered. And also like 2018, mostly like 2019 as well. I remember. I think I remembered. I think I remembered. I remember. My teacher. McCall. No, not my teacher. He used to be my electives teacher. Anyways, teacher McCall. I remember she actually hates Toy Story 3. That's right. She actually hates Toy Story 3. And I remember I asked her, is that because of the villain, Lotso? And then she said to me, she doesn't mind the villain, Lotso. It's just that she does not like the story that much. And pretty much, she said, people cry at the ending, but she did not cry at all. So, like, pretty much, she does not like Toy Story 3. She only likes 1 and 2. That's right. She only likes 1 and 2. That's right. She likes number 2. She likes number 2. And and like sometimes it's people like get mixed up with the movies, and they're like, Toy Story 2, is that the one of Lotso? And McCall says, no, that's in number 3. Number 2 is the one with the Woody's Roundup gang. Yeah, she only loves 1 and 2. She only loves 1 and 2. But number 3, she actually hates number 3. She actually hates number 3. Just to let you know. Oh, and by the way, I do remember this one YouTuber named. Okay, sorry about that. Okay, so it's from this YouTube channel called Faith's Take. All right, Faith's Take. All right. So from Faith's Take, it's this it's a girl with the glasses on. She actually hates Toy Story 3. She actually hates it. And she made a video in 2016. It's called Why She Hates Toy Story 3. And like pretty much this video came out in 2016. So this means this is before Toy Story 4 came out. And yes, I actually watched that video more than once because I actually watched that video over and over again. I don't know how many times, but I actually did watch that video over and over again. I think at one time, I did show my sister that video, and my sister did not like that video at all. I showed her the whole video or anything. Yeah, my sister wasn't too happy. My sister did not like that video at all. She disagrees, and she does not like that video at all. Now I would say from her from that video, like I do. I think the only thing that aged badly now is the Bo Peep, because it's understandable that they came out in 2016 and this is before Toy Story 4 came out. It's true. But because 2019, when Toy Story 4 came out, that thing aged badly now because they do explain what happened to Bo Peep in Toy Story 4. And one of the points that I will give credit to, and she does have a good point, is that makes me think about it too. Is yeah, Toy Story 3, it did copy Toy Story 2. Yeah, I did copy Toy Story 2. Like, I don't blame her. I understand what she's saying, because it did copy Toy Story 2, since um in Toy Story 2, um Buzz and the gang, they want Woody to go home, but Woody, he wants to go to the Japan, at the museum. He doesn't want to go home. And pretty much Buzz and the gang were about to go home. And then later on, Woody, he now wants to go home. And then in Toy Story 3, it's an opposite, how Woody, he wants Buzz and the gang to go back home, while Buzz and the gang, they don't want to go back home. They want to stay at Sunnyside's daycare. So Woody goes home. Well, almost, because he ends up at Bonnie's house. So, later on, Jesse and the gang, they want to go back home. And, later on, when Buzz turns back to in normal, Buzz also wants to go back home as well. And it's like, yeah, I don't blame her. I can understand where she was coming from. And I don't blame her if she said that, Lotso, isn't that basically Stinky Pete from Toy Story 2? Yeah, like Stinky Pete and Lotso, they do have in common that they want to keep the toys prison. Although the difference is that, in Toy Story 2, Stinky Pete only keeps the Woody's Roundup, Woody, Jesse, and Bullseye as the prisoners. While Lotso, he kept the whole Andy's toys as the prisoners. But yeah, I don't blame her for what she said. And yeah, I did show Jaden that video too. Yeah, like, I don't hate this video. Like, it's a fine enough video. That I watched that video over and over again. But yeah, she grew up with the first two films, just like everyone else, and she really likes them, especially Toy Story 2. Yeah, she only loves the first two films. So you're wondering, what's my favorite Toy Story film? My favorite Toy Story film is Toy Story 2. Toy Story 2 is my favorite. Although I do remember years back, from like I mean maybe ever since 2015, or perhaps 2016, all the way from I want to say 2018 maybe, or was it 2019? Is that I used to say 1 and 2 are my favorite. Like I used to say 1 and 2 are my favorite is I used to say my favorite is 1 and 2. 1 and 2 is my favorite. I used to say that. But then, I believe 2019 I end up picking one favorite. I actually end up picking one favorite is Toy Story 2. So Toy Story 2, that's when I pick like one favorite, just one favorite. And I'm very proud of myself for picking one favorite. So yeah, Toy Story 2 is my favorite. My sister says the same thing too. That's also her favorite as well. Yeah, like, Toy Story 2 is my favorite. Um, if you're curious on like why Toy Story 2 is my favorite, the reason why Toy Story 2 is my favorite is because there's the opening scene, the Buzz Lightyear video game. You also get two Buzz Lightyears. You got the wrong Buzz. Like I'm Buzz Lightyear. No, I'm Buzz Lightyear. Oh my god, I love the two Buzz Lightyears. Oh, that's awesome. And you get like Woody's Roundup when we meet Jesse, Bullseye, and Stinky Pete. For the Woody's Roundup, and also the Buzz versus Zurg, especially on the elevator. I love Buzz versus Zurg on the elevator. Oh my god, everything I loved about that movie. Oh my god, that is why Toy Story 2 is like my favorite. I love Toy Story 2 a lot. I love Toy Story 2 a lot. Although one, the first movie, number one, the first movie, that's actually my second favorite. That's in the second place. That's my second favorite one. That's because a classic film, an awesome film. That's my second favorite. Now um, my original ranking, my original ranking. This was my original ranking. My original ranking was my favorite is 2, then 1, then 4, then 3. That was my original ranking. But then, I actually did change my ranking a bit. Like, I now have 2, 1, 3, and 4. That's my updated ranking. Yeah, that's right. That's right. I used to say I used to say I love Toy Story 4, and then Toy Story 3. I used to say that. I used to say I love Toy Story 4, and then Toy Story 3. But then, ever since last year in 2023, ever since I was quoting the movie, um, nowadays I say, I love Toy Story 3, Ben and Toy Story 4. So yeah, my ranking is, my favorite is 2, then 1, then 3, then 4. It's kind of like the same ranking as, Tyler Mixel of his same ranking. It's kind of like the same ranking, which is basically true. Oh yeah, for the tier list, only the first two films are S tiers. Only the first two films are S tiers. 3 and 4 are A tiers. That's right, 3 and 4 are A tiers. I know some of you people will call me out, be like, why I don't have Toy Story 3 an S tier? Since I know that I love Toy Story 3. Okay, listen. The reason why I don't put Toy Story 3 in S tier, and the reason why I put Toy Story 3 in A tier is because I just think, to me, I know a lot of you would disagree. To me, it's just that Toy Story 3, um, well, from my experience, no, from my experience, it was never as good as the first two films. I'm sorry, guys, but it's true. It's true. It was never as good as the first two films. I just think the reason why the first two films were S tiers was because you get very excited and oh my god, it's awesome. It's definitely awesome. And I don't care what you say about Toy Story 2, is that I only find one sad scene in Toy Story 2. One sad scene in Toy Story 2. Just one scene that I would cry at. Just one scene if I'm in the crying mood. Just one scene. So it's basically Jesse's backstory, of a flashback when she loved me. So yeah, that one scene that to me, that's the only scene that I find it sad. Just one sad scene. Just one sad scene. And just as you know, that's the only scene I can cry at. Even though I never cried. But if I'm in the crying mood, that's just one scene that I would cry at. Just one scene I would cry at. But the rest of the movie for Toy Story 2, the rest of the Toy Story 2 movie, I would like have fun and laugh at. You know what I like about this one is that this is cool. This is cool. Like, okay, from if I was in the laughing and being crying, if I was going to that scene, of course, going to that scene, um, after that scene, like, okay, so yeah, from that one scene, like after I would cry, after I would cry. So after the who am I to break up the Roundup gang? Like, and we get to the scene with the in Al's office. The hey Woody, you in there? This is when I'll be this is when I'm like, all right, Mike. Okay, okay. I gotta stop crying now. No more, no more. Get rid of my tears. Get rid of my tears. All right, all right. I'm getting better now, and like it makes me laugh. You're like, oh, all right. Now we're back. Now we're back into more laughing stuff. Hooray! That's awesome. Like, yeah, isn't that awesome? Like yeah, like I can go past that one scene. Yeah, I can cry. And like when we get back to the office scene, yeah, our office. Like, hey Woody, you in there? Like, that cheese me up, and like, yay, we're back to something funny. Yeah, this is what I like about. This is what I loved about Toy Story 2 is that I don't find it sad in general. I'm sorry, guys. Just one scene I find it sad. I'm sorry, guys. I find it one scene sad. Just one sad scene. I'm sorry, guys, because I think the rest of the movie is like I just think the rest of the movie is funny. I just think that the rest of the movie is funny. Like the first movie, like it's not really sad as well. I'm sorry, guys, but I think the first two films like are so like you know it's so like it was so entertained that um they're both S tiers. I do think that 3 and 4 are very sad. 3 and 4 are very sad, but at least A tier are good tiers, right? They're good tiers. At least they're an A tier. They're an A tier because it belongs at an A tier. So don't get disappointed because A tier means I still love it. It's still great. I still love it. It's still great. Yeah, like don't worry, guys. I love Toy Story 3. I love Toy Story 4. I think they're great movies. I love them. I think they're great movies and all. I just think that to me, it belong 3 and 4 belongs at an A tier. It belongs at an A tier. Only the first two films are S tiers. Only the first two films are S tiers. So yeah, that's that. Oh yeah, I actually did review the first 3 Toy Story movies back in 2018. I could do it better nowadays, but yeah, I actually did review the first 3 Toy Story films. Oh yeah, and the Buzz Lightyear and Adventure Begins movie. I also reviewed that one too. I actually reviewed the first 3 Toy Story movies back in 2018. And then in 2019, I did review Toy Story 4. And that's great. Yeah, I've seen the trailers so many times. Of course, I've seen behind the scenes so many times in the making of the movies. And yeah, I've seen lots of trailers and lots of like behind the scenes and stuff. Okay, for schedule 9. Alright. I'll do my quick rant. I won't do it for too long for a rant. Is this. Okay, I'll do it real quickly. Here it is. I hate Lightyear. God, that movie was terrible. That came out in 2022. Oh, God. Fuck this movie. I fucking hate the Lightyear movie. I hated Lightyear. I hated that movie. That movie was awful garbage. I hated it. It was an awful spin-off remake. I hated it. I hated the look of Buzz. I hated the look of Zurg. I don't care about I'm spoiling the movie, but Buzz was Buzz from the future, whatever, was Zurg the whole time. If you want to watch my rant videos, go ahead, but man. I do remember I did get cyberbullied a lot from that one YouTuber that he keeps on like cyberbullying me on YouTube, all because I hated Lightyear. God. Yes, I have seen Lightyear. I saw it on Disney Plus. And God, it was fucking terrible. God. Oh, God. I fucking hated the Lightyear movie. I hated that movie. That movie was a god-awful movie. God, I hated that movie. I hated that movie. Thank God I did not waste my money to see in theaters. No, thank God I saw Sonic the Hedgehog 2 in theaters. But yeah, I hated the Lightyear movie. I hated it. I don't care if you guys like the movie, because how can you like this movie? Yeah, yeah. Lightyear is an awful movie. Okay, if you're wondering how do I feel about Toy Story 5, let's see, I don't want a Toy Story 5. I do not want a Toy Story 5 at all. I don't think Toy Story 5 does not need to be made. Well, I wouldn't mind watching it, I guess. I don't know if I wouldn't want to have on DVD or something. I don't know. Like, we don't need a Toy Story 5. Like, I heard they're gonna make one. At first I thought it's gonna be a joke or something, but no, it's true. I just don't understand. Why did they have to make Toy Story 5? I just don't get it. Like, do they have to make more Toy Story movies? I don't think it did not need to make Toy Story 5. I want them to stop. I want them to stop making Toy Story. Yeah, I do not want a Toy Story 5. All right. The last thing I'll talk about is Schedule 10. This is going. I saved this one for last, guys. Now I like to talk about the other day, Wednesday at the 13. I have a little fun fact for you that during that when I was watching what during during when I was in the feeder school, when I was in school, when I was in the technology class, when I was in class, when you know, when my teacher Anne was putting on the Toy Story DVD for me and my classmates to watch. Yeah, the first movie DVD. Yeah, like I have a little fun fact for you. I have some few fun facts that I'd love to tell you. Um, so yeah, when we were started watching when we were started watching the first movie, when we started watching it, um so I was like getting off of my phone because I was like, all right, I'm gonna watch it. And basically, I did say to Anne, you brought my favorite movie. Yeah, it's true. Like when Anne was about to go find a DVD of a movie that we can watch, um, I actually did not know that she chose the Toy Story DVD. I actually did not know that she actually chose the Toy Story DVD. I thought that she was gonna get another movie of the DVD or something. But then when I saw that she was holding the Toy Story DVD, I was like, you bought my favorite movie. Yeah, it's true. Um, let's see. What else is there? Yeah, although there was a problem. When we were watching the Toy Story movie, um, yeah, like the movie started pausing and doing a weird cut thingy, but we did end up watching like for the whole movie, of course. Now, just that you know, no, it was not because of the DVD. No, it was not because of the DVD. I think it's because of the it was because of this disc player thingy for your computer or whatever. I think this was like a disc player thingy. Maybe it was like malfunctioning or something. The player disc thingy or whatever you call it, where you put the DVD disc in there. Maybe the player thingy, the player thingy for your computer. Maybe that thing was like malfunctioning, and that's why it's been frozen. Maybe because of it was how it was not because of the DVD itself. It's not because of the DVD. No, 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 no. It was actually because of maybe because of the player thingy. The player thingy. Maybe because it was malfunctioning. That's all. It's not because of the DVD. Just so you know. So, anyways, yeah, we kept watching the movie. We did kept watching a movie, of course. Anyways, so yeah, now, so I remember. I also remember. Now, fun fact is that from like when it was lunchtime, um I remember when we were on to that scene where so basically when we on when we at the scene at when Woody and Sid's toys, when it was still at the Sid's room, um they were making a plan of, like, you know, to put Scud outside of the front house, you know, for the bit scene where all right, listen up. I need Pump Boy here, Ducky here, Legs. You're with Ducky. You know that you know. Okay, let's move. You know, like when it was lunchtime. She actually my teacher Anne. She actually stopped there. She actually stopped there for a movie because it was lunchtime. And I remember he's always said to my teacher Anne when she stopped that part, you know, for a lot when she stopped the movie at that part for you know, for lunchtime. He's always said to my teacher Anne, I said to this, no, don't stop my favorite movie. We were just getting to my favorite part. I mean, one of my favorite parts. I mean, we were just getting the good part. Oh. Just that you know, no, I wasn't being angry, or I wasn't being upset, or I wasn't crying or having a meltdown, or I was throwing a fit. No, 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 no. I was just being funny. I was just being a funny person. Like, I was like playing around. Like, I was just being funny. You know, like I was just being funny. I was just being a funny person. As like you know, I was just playing around. I was just playing around, like being funny. I just like to say that. I just like to say to Anne, like it's like I don't know. It's just like being funny. It's just being funny. Nothing happened to me. I was fine, and I was like, you know, I was like, I said to her, no, don't stop my favorite movie. We were just getting a good part. Yeah, and you know, um, my teacher, Anne, she said to me, we'll continue watching this movie at the computer lab. And so pretty much, you know, from the same day, after lunch, you know, we went to the computer lab, of course. We went to the computer lab. And we actually did continue the movie. And we did went to where we last left off. We were at the scene where like I said before, Woody and Sid's toys were inside Sid's room, and they were making a plan to like putting Scud outside of the front house, and so so that way they can go to the yard, you know, for the bit where, all right, listen here, I need Pump Boy here, Legs, you're with Ducky, roll the bottle and make a single clear. Okay, let's move. and they're on their mission to like put Scud outside of the front house. So that's like pretty much that's the scene we're up to, and pretty much yeah oh my god, like I yeah and we got to finish the whole movie. And I remember, oh my god, I'll never forget how I remember um when we were finishing the movie, when the credits roll, You Got a Friend in Me, from Randy Newman with this other singer. So it's basically You Got a Friend in Me, the credits version. So yeah, You Got a Friend in Me, credits version. When the credits rolled, when the movie was over, I, you know what I did? This is cool. This is cool. I remember I was like this. Like, wait, I was still at the computer lab, of course. Here's what I said. Here's what I said. I'm going to watch Toy Story 2 on the computer. So basically, you know. So what I did is that I went on the computer and I went on YouTube to watch Toy Story 2. Yep, that's what I did. That's what I did actually. After the first movie was finished, I was like, I'm gonna watch Toy Story 2 on the computer. So I went on the computer, I went on YouTube to watch Toy Story 2. So you're probably wondering, how did I watch Toy Story 2 on YouTube? No, I did not go on the playlist or anything. What I did is that when I go on YouTube, I'll like type in on the search tab and click on like one video at a time. Anyways, so I was on YouTube, of course. I'll go on the search tab. I'll go on the search tab. Like I will like type in I would type in for me to watch the whole Toy Story 2 movie. That I would like type in the opening scene, and I click on the opening scene. So I watch the opening scene, and then when the video is over, for this whole opening scene of the Buzz Lightyear video game, for this whole opening scene, I'll like go back to search tab and I'll type in Woody's hat, and I will click on the Woody's hat scene and watch that. And then I'll like type in, after that video is over, I'll like type in, all right, playtime. I'll click on the playtime scene, of course. And after that scene, I'll like type in the nightmare scene. And, I click on the nightmare. Like, I would like type in a scene, like after that video's over. And I'll like click on it. I would like click on the video to watch like the whole Toy Story 2 movie on YouTube. That's what I did. Because I know the rules is that when it comes to watching a movie, in my class with my teacher Anne, it's usually that we can only watch one movie. Yeah, that's right. We can only watch like one movie. So I was like, I'm gonna watch Toy Story 2 by myself. So I actually put my headphones on, and I actually watched Toy Story 2 by myself. It's very true. Although I was close. I was close to watch the whole movie in the computer lab. I was so close because I was so close because let's see. I was so close because when I was about to go for this, when I was about to go to the scene where Buzz versus Zurg on the elevator. When I was about to go to that scene, unfortunately, yeah, the computer lab is over. This means the feeder school, of the TAFE, this means school is over. It's home time. Yeah. Oh well, at least when I get back home, I actually did continue watching the rest of Toy Story 2. I went on a TV room, I went on like PlayStation 5, I went on YouTube to like watch the rest of the Toy Story 2. Like I was up to the scene where Buzz versus Zurg on the elevator. I was up to that scene. So yeah, I did watch the rest of Toy Story 2 when I got home. In which I did. And no, I was like way too lazy to bring the Toy Story 2 DVD and put it on and like go on the scene selection and click on the chapter of Buzz vs. Zurg on the elevator. I was like way too lazy to do that. And I was way too lazy to go on Disney Plus and fast forward to going to Buzz vs. Zurg on the elevator. I was like way too lazy to do that. So I just like, go on YouTube and continuing to type in the scene and to do for the whole movie. So yeah, that's what I did. Actually. Oh yeah, here's one more fact. I'm sure you'd like to hear this. It was during the computer lab, but this is during the computer lab, of course. Oh my god. I'll never forget this. There's this girl, the student, one of my classmates or whatever, that she wasn't here for the she wasn't here for like the class or anything, but she did came for the computer lab. And I'm sorry that if I don't remember her name, I'm just gonna call her Cat Fangirl. That's all I'll call her. I'll call her the Cat Fangirl because I don't remember her name. Anyways, when Toy Story, the first movie, when the movie was over, when the credits rolled, the You Got a Friend in Me, it has Remy Newman and this other singer, You Got a Friend in Me, the credits version, like when the credits rolled, I remember this annoying cat fangirl. Here's what she said. She said this. It's a good movie. It's a fun movie, but it's for little kids. And here's what I said to her in response. I said to her, screw you! Toy Story is not for little kids! Even though I'm not a kid anymore, I still watch it. So Toy Story is not for little kids. And this other student, I believe his name was Ken, I believe. Yeah, Ken. He said to me, yo, you need to chill out, dude. So he told me that I need to chill out. So my teacher Anne, she did tell me to stay calm. And Anne said to her, it's not for little kids. Besides, Toy Story is a great movie with a lot of great messages. Yeah. I just want to say, I'm really, really, really pissed off at this annoying student, cat fan girl. I'm sorry that I don't remember her name, but God, I will never forgive her for that. I'm sorry, but God, I never liked her in the first place. She was always annoying. Yeah, like I cannot believe she ever said that. I cannot believe that she ever said that. That I can't even escape it. Yeah, I'm really upset. I'm really upset, guys, how I'm a biased. And just to let you know, um, I will never, never, ever, ever, I will never outgrow Toy Story. I'll always love Toy Story, no matter what. So yeah, that's that. So yeah, I am really thankful for my teacher Anne, putting this movie on. And I actually did watch Toy Story 2 by myself, which is a nice reward for myself. I couldn't escape Toy Story 2. I can't escape Toy Story 2. I was like, I'm going to watch it. I'm going to put it on. So, like I said before, go on YouTube and put on Toy Story 2. That was like really, there has been like a fun day at the Wednesday at the 13. Yeah. Is there anything else to say about the movie? Not at all, actually. I think that's a lot of Toy Story that I talked about. But yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. That is it for my backstory on Toy Story. Now from the 2000s, um if you're wondering, no, the first two films, they were not the only films that I grew up with from my childhood. No, 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 no. I did grow up with some other Disney Pixar films from the 2000s from my childhood. Like Monsters Inc., Finding Nemo, The Incredibles, Cars. Those movies were my childhood films too. And from the 2000s. And I grew up with those movies too when I was a kid. So Toy Story, the first two films, they were not the only Disney Pixar films that were my childhood from the 2000s that I grew up with. No, no, no. There's other movies that I did mention before that I also grew up at as well, and also my childhood. But yeah, the first two films came out in the the 90s. I wasn't born yet when those two movies came out. I wasn't born yet. I was born in 2002, in which means that when I was born in 2002, at the time, there was only two films at the time. Yeah, Woody is my favorite character. Although, I used to say that Buzz was my favorite character, but nowadays, Woody was my favorite character. And yes, from last year in 2023, for Christmas, my brother he actually gave me a Lotso plush toy, and that was nice of him. I got the Lotso plush toy from Christmas last year in 2023. And at one point, I did see a yellow truck that does look like a Pizza Planet truck. Well, it kind of is, but yeah. Anyways, yeah. Thanks for watching. And if you want to watch Jaden's version, I'll say a link to it. And yeah, sorry that if my video was long. I was trying my best to explain it all. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time, and peace.